And I welcome you to the third episode of our little epic together with the Udonen of the Margraviate of Nordmark. In the last episode, we conquered Prignitz from the Wendians, who are right now actually Wendish or slash Slavic believing, and they even have a peasant unrest, so we even have to send our marshal in there so we don't get a revolt. Peasants complaining about arbitrary steward and peasant unrest. That isn't good. So we have to send him in to figure the situation out. Also he has to scheme a bit. And our tradition faction has now the Vogt Benedotto of Pisa. Interesting. All right. What do we do now? Yeah, getting a child wouldn't be bad, actually. I would love to get a child with you. Another one, but yeah, I'm nearly becoming 40. I mean, as I said, the non-dynastic passing is on. So what we could do is, well, make Dietrich marry my own daughter. With that, securing that my bloodline at least, well, continues to exist. We will see. And just as I'm talking about, fate smiles upon me, my wife Hedwig is pregnant a second time. Great. So we get another child. We also could visit the imperial capital. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? The imperial capital is a bursting metropolis where forges can be made and broken. Why not spend some time exploring the city? Yeah, well, I wouldn't say that Hanau is a metropolis, but yeah, the game doesn't know that. Also, we're right now in a war against Wali Ali of the Agrigento in reconquering Sicily. Interesting. Siculo-Arabic. Interesting. Lord Mayor Robert the Fox of Aquileia. Why is he a Lord Mayor of a republic? Oh. Interesting. Why not? Why not just take this little decision? It's not often I find myself with some free time, and where better to spend it than in Nassau. I will start making the necessary preparations and gather a few men to serve as my bodyguards for the journey onwards to Nassau. Ach, Nassau is the Holy Roman capital. I thought it's Hanau. Well. Maybe we can find someone who is ready to be a, well, ally against the Saxons, because even though we like them, fabricate a claim on our own title. Yeah, I think this is something we will dissolve the alliance, and of course our council doesn't like that. I'm sorry. I didn't really read that. That was a mistake. I'm sorry. Yeah, but we don't like that, making a claim on us. And he wouldn't even end the plot. Yeah, I mean, it is logical that he does that. Trying to revoke our title. But until now, we have a non-aggression pact and it will stay that way. But yeah, this is of course not great. A very, very concerning thing. Oh boy. Well, Emperor of the Romans. For centuries, the magnificent Constantinople, Queen of the cities, was a capital of the Eastern Roman Empire. Today, this glorious city is full of joy. A new ruler ascends to the throne with a magnificent coronation taking place in the Hagia Sophia. In the name of Jesus Christonos Pantocrator, Lord of the Cosmos, I, Manuel, accept the crown from the hands of Michael, economical patriarch of the Constantinople, and slowly swear before the Senate and people of Rome as your basileus to rule with justness, fairness, and divine guidance to protect this holy church and from all evil. But the grace of our Savior never let the light of our true faith in this Byzantine Empire to dim. So help me God. There is a new emperor of the Byzantine Empire. Now, I don't will read it every time, because this is actually happening a lot. Why can I proselytize Prignitz? Well, this pregnancy had made my wife Hedwig more talkative and cheerful than usual. She never misses the chance to chat with anybody within earshot. Unfortunately, most scholars agree that the pregnant woman should spend as much time as possible resting in a dark room to avoid giving birth to a sickly child. Of course, we will say she should rest. She should rest, definitely. When the scholars say that, then this must be right. Also, I want to upgrade the castle walls. and oversee the construction in there. They will be finished at March 1065. The gates of Nassau finally stands before me. The guards stand silent as they watch the waves of traveler entering and leaving the magnificent city. The day is young, and so I have plenty of time to enjoy myself. At first, having struggled to rest properly in a dark room, but after I had the brilliant idea of having a bar tell her stories from the outside, the experience has become a lot more bearable for her, as she's learning a lot too. Scheduled rest, yeah, she has to give birth to a strong child. The marketplace filled with people hailing all over the Holy Roman Empire. I walked among the numerous traders and craftsmen, and I still manages to catch my eye. Spending money on baubles. Well, we are temperate. We are temperate. I'd rather keep my money. We're not going to buy anything there. Another important decision is there to be made. We could see us again. The day drags on. I should wonder what I should do next. I should visit a bathhouse. Yeah, why not? A bathhouse in Nassau. I mean, it makes sense. The Zalia are now in 3 generations the emperors. Oh boy. I took it a while, but I finally managed to locate a decent bathhouse. Unlike my private one back home, this is quite one expressive sight. No doubt to draw in customers and bursting capital. I undress slowly and submerge myself into the refreshing water. Oh yeah, you can get rid of all of these. And we can even get a chance to get the trade groomed. The servant is quite the looker. Yeah, I think we can take that one, because we are lustful, so we're going to take a irresistible, which gives us a lot of sex appeal, and our wives love that. Huh. And now we relax at the local inn. Very interesting, I should do that more often. I like these little events that we get. After wandering around for a while, I find a quiet inn where I can spend the last few hours of my visit. The inside is filled with various people, some enjoying a simple meal, while others socializing and delivering hours wail. And of course, we just seek a meal. We are temperate, we don't like to drink. We despise that, because we are a very zealous Catholic. The day is over, and what day it is. I leave the city and start making my way back home. Nassau slowly fades away into the distance. A day well spent. Well, a day. I would rather say we spent there a week or two. You know, because traveling distances back in the day, that was a headache. As you know, because there were no streets, no nothing. But all right. And just as we arrive back home, we will arrange a big meeting of all the important members of the Great Tradition faction. Count Godraves Gillem of Lyon, der Vogt Benedetto, and Count Eckbert of Pitten. Now, our own standing in the faction is, I think, alright, but we can try to strengthen the position. For membership dues, assemble and vote on your proposal for membership dues. Let's try that. Maybe we get voted in again. One by one, the assembled lords raised their votes on vote to the payment of membership dues to strengthen the faction. At least the votes are in, and they said no. Sad. Commune of Vicentia. I see so many interesting titles in here. Of Vicentia. Ooh, and another daughter has been born into our dynasty. Tietburger. Ooh, boy. Well, we are very, very fertile now. And even a long while. I mean, 50%, 70, 60%, 70%. So I hope just that we get this. Did he just build a trade post? He did build a trade post in here. Oh, this is not good. We have to take it very, very quickly. Not very quickly, but we just need another alliance member. And this one looks actually interesting. Wilhelmingen. Would you be interested into a... You would be. So let's make this alliance to kind of surround the Duke of Saxony. Can we make a... we have to see. We cannot break the non-aggression pact, because we need 200 prestige for that. Yeah, would you be interested into an alliance? Of course you would be. Yeah, our council is discontent, but this will change in a year. And maybe we even have to go with the... Not hated, but somewhat disliked Theodore II. Maybe. I mean... We could also go with his rival, Duchess Jutta. But they don't really have anyone in their family to marry off. What about my... No, I cannot do that. Oh, the Duke of Bohemia. The Duke of Bohemia would be a fitting guy. And he would even say yes. Now, I don't know if he would say yes to a proposed alliance. No. Yeah, we have to wait for that one. We have to send in Bishop Siegbert. Now, we have one who is right now a male content, Marshal Lima. And the castle walls are built. Ah, and we can now imprison Chief Tadeusz, the short-tempered. Why can we do that? Because he wants to fabricate a claim on our thing. That the people don't want that. We have to probably take for once now this request counter support. This requested from our beloved court chaplain, and he of course accepts. And with that we can imprison him. Yes, we can. 61% chance. Let's take that chance and try to imprison him. And with that, he sits in our prison. Can we now? No, we cannot. Yeah, there has to be low crown authority, which of course he doesn't want to do right now. Has called a favor from Ottfried. Interesting. But we can even send it. Yeah, let's just send a gift then. Form the alliance. Ah, come on, come on. Great. To Margrave, I wish to invite you to attend a military drill that I will be holding shortly. This is an excellent chance to improve your skills and drill your troops so that they will perform better in battle. Countess Susanne of Küring. And my court chaplain Rikwal has been discovered charging money for various religious favors, putting gold in his own pocket. Now this is intolerable. That is nothing we can just tolerate like that. We have to, of course, act swiftly. Because, of course, we as the ruler have to take the charging hand. We will now make him the court chaplain. Now, this is something, of course, we, as a zealous person, we have to take very, very seriously. And we will ban him, so we get his 21 gold. Yeah, we have to take that very, very seriously. Because the standing of the church is something that is very, very important to us. And we will, of course, proselytize the county of Prignitz. Can we now take the plot to... No, sadly not. Is it where the barony and the county held? No. Sadly not. We can maybe make a claim on that, but no. Anyways, now with our triple alliance... we as the Triple Entente, of course we cannot declare any wars because we're right now in a enforced realm peace, but that will expire in 4 months, and we need some prestige. The prosperity increases slightly, great. We need some prestige, so we can break our non-aggression pact and then take over. My fellow commanders and I follow Countess Susanne of Küring's instructions to best our abilities. She takes time to properly teach all attendants the finer points of tactics and strategy. We actually take 2 martial points from that. Great. Snow Namek Chancellor. Yes, yes, yes. When will that happen? When we have 200 prestige. I mean, we have to take some time either way. Court physician, let's take Michael then for some time. I mean, he has the flu himself. Great, we even improved our opinion with him. We can now perform some statecraft. And we will take those away. I don't really have to read them. This is mostly just the faction stuff, you know. Someone leaves, someone joins. Didn't we want to make a... Oh yeah, we did make the meeting. I forgot. Yeah, and those are right now the electorates. Talk alone decisions. I don't need to. Okay. Yeah, and we still need a child, woman. Come on now. We need a son. Well, and slowly it becomes more and more apparent that we maybe even need to cheat on our wife. Now, of course, I'm not going to do that. As I said, we're going to stay focused, and Margrave Lothar II will of course not cheat on his wife. Will probably just think to himself that this guy, Dietrich Sunu, the Dietrich von Katlenburg, will just take over. I mean, he is a kinsman. He's related to us. So yeah, this will just be a cadet branch which will lead this city. Emperor III has usurped the titularship of Nassau from Bernhard von Dietz. And my wife is again pregnant. Great. Now we just need a son. If we have a son, everything is fine. We can then relax a bit. And with that, we come closer and closer to the 200 prestige. The realm piece is over, and he cannot call the realm piece. He even changed the capital to Nassau now? What did he change the capital to? Reigning in Hanau. Yeah, he changed the capital to Hanau. Raiders under... Yeah, he did that. Attempt to prison Ferolfo. Attempt to imprison Eglima. 4,000 troops is a lot. But I mean, I have a strong enough, I guess, companionship behind me. We can't even take a medium loan to overtake those two provinces. And just with that, we get our... Yeah, I don't care about that. 200 prestige. Okay, now we can break the non-aggression pact. Yes, he will not like us because we are a guy who just broke a pact. A non-aggression pact breaker that will follow us for the next 10 years. But with that, we cannot declare any war. Oh yeah, we are now in a... still in a peace for the next 5 years. I even take that, actually. I even like that, because then we can really build our strength. Because Stade doesn't lag behind. But... yeah, Altmark lags behind. A lot. Okay, another daughter. Oh, come on. Now it is Radegund. Oh, 3 daughters in a row. Raiders under second Torkel of Westmanland have arrived to loot and pillage the Emperor Heinrich III, the Holy Roman Empire's county of Phrygia. And all of that is not really important. Well, the guardianship actually changed. The guardian is right now Rapotto, a stateless and lowborn. Rapotto in Hanau. What is he even trying? Marshal? Oh, he's trying to be a commander. He even is a court. Oh yeah, we need to call the court physician at once. Because our wife has to survive. We need a 4th child. My god. We have 4 women, 4 daughters. Too realistic, We even have to save some money for the dowries. Oh boy. Markgraf Lothar II of Nordmark has been killed by heathens trying to spread the faith in Prignitz. Oh, who's in his successor? Gunzelin. Yeah, here you have to do the same, I guess. I sadly have to say. Your fellow Imperial Court Ida. Ah, the wife of Duke Ordulf died. Quite sad, quite sad. And the designated regent, of course, died with him. Yeah, let's take Michael, actually. Even though he's still sick, he still has the flu. Has called in a favor on Flores Gerolfing. Reginlind cannot take a child education. Now, educations, actually, I do them with a dice. I actually roll a dice. Now, I don't have enough dices. Because we need for that 8 type one. Now, don't be afraid because this is on in German. It is just a German website that I use. I don't think... yeah, it is .de. So yeah, using the 8 dice, 8 row dice. I try to get myself some dices myself because it is, of course, way more fashionable and more sweeter if I just have them myself. But I need to buy them. So calm down. So we're going to roll this dice 3 times. Wait. 1, 2, 3. And we get the number 7. So we're going to count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pride. We're going to take the pride one. Assign a guardian. I'm going to take my own Chancellor, Hans. And going to give her the reasons to be a ruler. I mean, it is reasonable. She is betrothed to Wilhelm Wilhelming, the heir to the Margravate of Meissen. So she is going to be a ruler one day. Alright. Oh, and his wife died now. Murdered on the behalfs of Reinhold. Ooh. This isn't good. Some conspiracies that are happening in there. Yeah, she's not going to be very happy with us when we start to attack her brother. Yeah, but we need another child woman, please. Well, how does that plot even look? He has no one that backs him, that is good. Some raiders decided to release Eglima out of prison, great. And she's pregnant again, okay. We have some chances still. We have some chances. And out of that, I think it is nothing, right? 1 second. Character release prisons, new faction leader. Guardianship declined, guardianship accepted. Yeah, just going to disallow that. The Duchy of the Fien. Who is he going to give that, though? Dalbon. Oh. Yes. Wait. We have to wait. No, we can. We still cannot. I mean, the Emperor will be an adult next year. Holy Roman Emperor Heinrich III. There's another uprising. A Francescelli uprising in Italy. And our wife has good omens for the pregnancy, which is great. Hopefully those good omens call out for a son. Hopefully. God damn it. I mean, I'm very positive. My acquaintance Magnus Magnusson. I don't know why he is my acquaintance, but thank you. Thank you very much. We have another king, a new king it seems like. King Edgar II. Huh. And Duke William the Bastard never got the chance of claiming the Kingdom of England. Interesting. And we got a United Kingdom of Wales. Very cool. King Idwal of Wales. Oh, I like that. The taxes entirety due to me arrived at the castle today and were placed in the treasury. As I was inspecting the chest full of gold, it struck me that there seemed to be fewer of them than we had arrived earlier. A quick check of my treasury's accounts revealed my worst fears. I've been robbed. Ooh, by whom? This isn't great. Oh, there are some conspiracies at my court. And a new commander to be picked. Gunselin is actually a very capable commander, interestingly. Okay, we have now 3 more years and a new child. Please be a son. Come on. Radolf of Rheinfelden. The church is greedy who always need more arms, and I have deep pockets and it's for a good cause. Thinner warded but thicker soul. Reasonable. He doesn't have any alliances. And we have 2. I can actually make a 3rd one, I think. I mean, we already... Finally! We have a new heir. If your character dies, you will play Bernhard Lothar Udon Suno. Yeah, we can name him Bernhard. And we have a son. Finally! Now I will want to win a war. A certain war. Against Duke Ordulf. And now we also need to take a new alliance member, because 5,000 troops is actually a lot. Let's look. We have Anjou, Nordgau, 1,000. Actually, Nordgau sounds quite reasonable as an alliance partner. Also a zealous person, and we need a huge alliance to strike down the Duke of Westphalia. And with that, we of course become a big rival. We rival our own family, basically. That will be a interesting story to be told. Now, the Emperor is now an adult, Emperor Heinrich III, and I hope he makes the limited crown authority higher, because then I can finally allow myself to revoke those titles, especially that one, the one I need, Prignitz, and hopefully can change this religion. That would also be great. Now, when will this all happen? Okay, we have to wait. We have to wait. Yeah, we have now our 4th alliance. Yeah, we have now to wait till 61070. Has released Podesta Orincon. And I'm playing right now for 25 minutes. A bit long. I have just saw this looking at the timer. Alright. And with that, I will say goodbye, and we will hopefully see in the next episode how the war will go against Westphalia and if we can retake our de jure territory in Nordmark. Until then.